Hello everyone, my name is Isaiah Gray reporting to you live in Bayport, Michigan. Hello, I am going to basically give you a summary today of The Book Thief. As you see here by Marcus Zusak. Before we get into depth on this, maybe some of you guys would like to see some reviews on it. So here's some Twitter feed, as we see. If it'll come up. It mainly gets mostly good reviews that you can scroll through. Like right on it, you can just scroll. I mainly like it. The book was pretty good. I do recommend it for you before we get diving into some information on it. We're going to cover 6 topics today. I believe it's 6. The topics are books and words, guilt, the beauty of humanity, and death. So, let's dive in. And if you'd also like another review on the book, just please look at this. It gets a 4.5 rating on Google, so I do very well running that. Yeah. So, this book takes place on Himmel Street in Munich, Germany, as you see here. This book really takes place during the time of Hitler's rule and Nazis. Yeah. So, in Munich, there's a girl in the book named Weasel. She is given to a foster family because her mom, Paula Memminger, is too sick to take care of her. On the way to Munich, Germany, Weasel's brother, Werner, died away. He was supposed to go to the foster home also, but he got really sick and ended up passing away. Yeah. Anyways, when Weasel got to her foster home, she wasn't very out there. She didn't like it at all. She wanted her mama. She didn't want anyone else but her mama. She didn't even shower for 4 days because she was terrified. And Weasel went to school and got made fun of because she didn't know how to read or anything. So her papa, Hans, taught her the best that he could because he wasn't the best at it either. Sorry about that. Weasel soon starts, after she learns how to read, she realizes the power of words, and she starts stealing books. This is just a symbolic picture of a book that Weasel stole. She stole a book that was on fire because she didn't want to watch it burn. She loves to read. She believes that words have power, and without the words you would be lost. So that brings us to our first theme, the power of words. Weasel feels powerful, that she can basically express what she's feeling through words. Like, if we didn't have words, we basically couldn't talk. We wouldn't be able to communicate, express, say what we wanted. But books is a different way for Weasel to cope. It helps her understand. She understands literally how the characters are feeling in the books. I don't know, she's so inspirational, I believe. Yeah, I read a lot, so, yeah. Leading into our next theme with the power of words, is also the beauty of humanity. Humanity can have its ups and downs, for sure. There can be killers, murderers, bad people, yeah. But some people make it ugly, and some make it beautiful. I believe Weasel Memminger helped me feel what humanity really means to me, because she made me realize through the book, I don't know how to put it, she made me realize that never take what you have for granted, because one day you may wake up out of a basement and your whole family is dead. That's a part in the story, so, anyways, if you guys were if you guys have the chance to choose. Do you want do you want what kind of humanity do you want for yourself? Like, I want good. I honestly want good. But some people don't, and I really hope God helps them find the good. Yeah. Which, a part inside the story that really gets to me is Hans Huberman, Papa. He he is a very well respected man. Um, he shows beauty of humanity. He has the biggest heart, as you can see, because he accepted in a Jew. Um, Jews were relatively hated back then. So Papa accepted one in because he owed his father. The Jew's father who died at war. So he accepted the Jew in. Kept the Jew, bathed the Jew, did everything for the Jew. And Jews had to wear the symbol so they would know that you're a Jew. Yeah. He normally knows if he gets caught for housing a Jew, he loses all he ever had. He loses Liesel, Rosa, Max will go to a concentration camp and get killed. Papa will probably go to a concentration camp for it. But Hans doesn't care because he has a beautiful heart. So going into our next theme of guilt, many characters in the book feel a lot of guilt, especially the narrator, Death. An example of someone feeling guilt really is probably Liesel Memminger. Liesel once told someone off, the mayor's wife. The mayor's wife's name is Isla, I do believe it is. Isla's son was lost at war, basically. Never found, never given a date of time or date of death. So he's never dead. We don't know that for sure. We don't know if he's alive for sure either. And Isla during this time was losing out on a little bit of money, so she ended up firing Liesel for doing her laundry. Liesel ended up telling Isla to stop looking for her son. He's dead. He will never be found. To give up. She ended up telling her mama at the end, because she was really guilty. And that kind of leads us into brutality. The term brutality is mainly used for great cruelty, which I will be using it as the topic of today. Hitler, in this time, was very brutal. He was always brutal. Brutal. Sending Nazis, basically, to do his dirty work. Nazis would cover streets and towns, beating people to death, sending them to concentration camps, tearing down houses, blah, 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 blah. It's horrible. Liesel knows about the Führer, which is another name for Hitler, his bad deeds, and she hates him for it. It is just very sad and humane that they did this, and it's such a very touchy topic to me. I'd really wish not to talk about it. But as I said before, beating people to death, which is our next topic, death. Death is a very touchy theme in this novel. Many of Liesel's friends and family die in the Himmel Street bombing. Weasel isn't afraid of death, though. She is more afraid of losing loved ones, and as she says in the book, I don't want to lose someone else. Weasel Memminger. She just really hates losing people, and I can see why. But Weasel was terrified that Max was going to die. Now, Max was the Jew that Hans Huberman brought in to his home. And Weasel and Max became very close. They ended up writing a book together. The book is very good. He didn't die. He got really sick when he came. He was already sick, but he didn't die. He ended up leaving, running away. And to me, honestly, he should have died because it would have saved Weasel so much more pain than when he came back. Anyways, death isn't just something people go through. It's the end of life, but it's the beginning of a new beginning. And that's really what this book is about. It's a beginning of a new beginning. Weasel never believed that you were done after you died. Death, the narrator, sees everything in color. He walks through graveyards and picks up souls, and it's sad. Yeah. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed my summary of the book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I really recommend the movie. Please also answer these following questions, which will lead us to the end. Question number 1 is, who is the narrator of the book Thief? Death, Weasel, Max. I don't see why Death is on twice, but Death, Max, Weasel, or Death. I really don't see why he's on there twice. But, anyways, and then after you answered that one, another one will be coming up shortly. Why are there themes in a book? Give meaning to closed questions or mysteries biceps. Because I didn't know what to put for the last one, and I thought it was kind of funny, so you can laugh at this mystery. Yeah. So if you would like any more information, please click the links right there in the bio. Yeah. So, also for more information on the characters, please also click the link in the bio for my MindMeister map. That just gives you more information on the characters. So, once again, I'd like to say thank you guys all for coming out, and I hope you all have just like the blessed of days. And we are clear.